dreads in my Kango. Forget them, just bash the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequency studio stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I step up in the place and yo, I step correct. Hey, you know we come to like the disco jam. You on the track, throw your hands up in the air and never did.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Herbert going to go to the air right away. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single-covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped-up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
21.
Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
11 more on that one and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back to Hampton on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They will run for the first time here with White. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
First and goal, Chargers. Count, go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Herbert now. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? Cougar 19.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready,
They go play action. Daniels on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At the 29-yard line.
On the zone read, a give to Jeanty. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Raiders at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Come on, come on.
Throwing now is Daniels. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get it inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, Chargers.
lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll get this out to Genty. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
38-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle. Boykin. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Off the play fake. Daniels. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 35, here's second down and 7. Up the middle, it's Genty. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Ready?
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Dante Thornton from 21 yards away. And the Raiders are once again back in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Raiders 14, Chargers 10.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. And complete to Drake London. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14.
First catch here for London, and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a toss, left side, Hampton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw here, Herbert. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here's Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
60 Bison, 60.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Check. Bronco in 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll try to run for it with Jeanty. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and goal from the 1.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jaden Daniels with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
12 more yards. That's another. Chargers.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chargers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's brought in by Harris. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The career's more at stake when you win your pride. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can butcher you to the ground.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. 70 Timberwolves.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Daniels. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Third and 5.
Trap 60. Here we go. Hawk 70.
Daniels looking to throw. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You'd think a guy of his caliber. So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
On first down, it's Genty. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Top.
They'll go again with Genty. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, go.
Now Daniels. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 65 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Okay, so here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
60 by ready.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. Set.
Herbert. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, he and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the 1st. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Crowd right. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Chargers 20.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
He'll try and do this himself. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
That's taken on the 25. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to Genty on 1st down. 20. 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Jeanty, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Chargers first down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's got his target. That's complete. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To the air again, Herbert. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Herbert now. Now this one finds McConkey. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 51 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
152 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Shot 60, shot 60. Ready?
They'll try the left side. Boykin. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Now, that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. They'll run on first down. Boykin. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Raiders on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now is Daniels. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. They're still tied, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll get it inside the 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Come on. Set. Go.
Up the middle they go. Boykin. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
Ready. 70 Lion.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Las Vegas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.